We're back here at the property, and yesterday my mom and I went through the mobile and did some cleanup, so I want to show you what we got done. Alright, so literally, like, this whole area was full of stuff before, and we've kind of got it at least organized. So this is all books. This is all DVDs, literally, all of it. There's just like a little tool stuff there, and then some miscellaneous, but this was completely covered in the ground before we could barely walk through here. We tackled the kitchen pretty well yesterday. I'm gonna try and finish it up today. So, before, we couldn't even walk hardly in this room, and now there's a floor in here. It's crazy. So, we still have to, throw away all the seasonings and old spices and stuff like that, because this is no good for us. Most of the stuff in here was tools, so we've gotten that, mostly out. But, I'm still going through these drawers and finding, tools and spark plugs and fasteners. So, the goal is to just go through everything here and get it all sorted appropriately. We've come to the conclusion that we're gonna move the mobile, and so we can put something in its place. I think probably a container to live in. So our priority now is getting this cleared out so that we can move it. We're gonna take the windows and stuff out of this, and then we're gonna dismantle it. But we need to be able to use this pad to live. So this thing has gotta go. It's just the end of the day. That's just the truth of it. This thing has got to go, and the only way it's going to happen is if we make it go. So what do you guys think of this place, huh? It's pretty cool. You like it here? My sweet babies. Do you hear that? That's progress. That is a bobcat that Brandon is running, which means we are getting a week's worth of road maintenance done this week, which is so cool. And it's right on time for the cooler weather, a little bit more humidity. We have the well, we have a water tank, we have everything good to go so that we're being fire safe and we can compact it properly, and the grading's gonna happen well. And then we just need to get some base rock up in this beat and base rock the road, and we won't really have to worry about it for the next 10 years, which is amazing. Maybe just for flooding conversations if the creek ever floods, which we don't know yet. So we have to wait for winter. We have to wait for winter for that to kind of find out. But while he's doing that, I'm periodically checking on him, and I'm working on that second shed over there again. We got a big chunk of it all scraped out. I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now. So this is a pile of concrete rubble and rat's nest that I am taking this bad boy that we just got, which is a magnet, and I am running the magnet through it and depositing a big giant pile of nails over here, which we will eventually put up here with all the other fasteners, which is probably 10 houses worth of fasteners. And then all the other stuff is going in this wheelbarrow, which is full of rat poo. Yummy. So that's where we're up to. This thing is so cool. Watch how this works. I just pick this up, and it goes a bunch of nails on the bottom that I release the lever and pulls the magnet away from the nails, and they fall right here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've done pretty well today. Brandon's still fast tracking it on the Bobcat, and I just wanted to give you an update on this shed. We've gotten pretty far, which is really awesome. Let me show you around. So right here used to be a giant rat's nest. So this is that workout equipment, wires, blah blah blah. I cleaned off that shelf, so it doesn't have any more rat poop on it, but I haven't cleaned off this shelf yet. These bookshelves are definitely being underutilized, so as you can see, there's some opportunity here with at least bringing in some kind of shelving situation beyond what's already in here. And look at this pile. These are all the nails that were on the floor. I'm really grateful for that magnet. And then we've got some leftover space up here. There's just definitely still some organizing that needs to take place here. We've officially decided that this is going to be the tool shop. So what I would prefer to do, I think what we would both prefer to do, I still need to run it by Brandon, is fix the holes. There's some holes in the outside of the shed. We'll have to fix those so that this doesn't become what it was again with a giant rat's nest. And then once we fix the holes on the walls and kind of put up new siding on this. So just want to give you a quick update. And I'm gonna go jump back into the Prowler for now because I need to get out of this shed. And I know of a couple things that I really want to get done in there, so. I am also officially the worst person at misplacing my gloves. And I spend way too much time looking for them. So first I'm gonna find my gloves. Then I'm gonna go in the Prowler. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing today. I'm determined to get this solar situation figured out, so this mattress is coming out. Okay. I got it all cleared out. There's some stuff in there. But you know what's not in here? Batteries. Ugh. Gross. I'm not angry. I'm just frustrated. This was very misleading. This right here. Where does that even go? I don't freaking know. God. Good morning. There's a lot of traffic here, so I'm gonna do the best I can with this, but oh. Do you guys see this? Hello, friend. Just coming to say good morning. She's a beauty. I'm not gonna hurt you. Do your thing. Any users. Shameless plug here. I'm staying with my wonderful mother today. She's in town to help with the property. And this house is super cool. We got an Airbnb for her because, you know, this deer is just watching me like, what are you doing, you freaking weirdo? She's helping Brandon and I out both. And this Airbnb is really nice. It's got a little creek right here. I'm sitting nice grassy area. There's blackberries and there's blueberries, and I woke up with the sun this morning. There's not AC, so it's warm, but we were able to open the windows and put some fans in there because we had 4 functioning large fans at the Georgetown property. So we just brought them all here. And now it's very comfortable in that house. I needed to talk about something because it's on my mind. Yesterday, we all rallied and we spent the majority of the day cleaning out the mobile with my mom. She's bad A. She's a super cool woman, and she is really good at this kind of thing. Like, she's just like, no emotional attachment, get rid of this, blah blah blah, sort this out, blah blah blah. And I love her for it. She has a really good relationship with material goods. Whereas I tend to find that I get overwhelmed making decisions on where to put things. She's like, just put it in a pile then for now and sort things like-minded. I'm like, okay. But regardless, so we went through the mobile. We went through like a ton of books and DVDs and kitchen stuff and trash and like just tools, just so many tools, which is great. Honestly, after cleaning out the entire front room of the mobile, you couldn't walk through it because it was so full of stuff. And we maybe pulled out a single hefty bag of trash, which means all the other stuff was like usable tools and items. This deer is like super close to me right now. Hi, good morning. It's nice to see you. He really doesn't care. This is weird. So, the thing that I wanted to talk about. A little distracted with this deer. I was thinking about, as I was going through all these things, the nature of being sold a lie. And one of the big things that I noticed, and we were made aware that the gentleman who sold the property that we purchased had to let go of it because he had a lot of health issues. And he wasn't able to maintain the property with the health issues. In addition to that, I'm willing to bet that there was like some financial stuff because there were like taxes that had to be paid on it and stuff too. And one of the things that I noticed in the process of going through all the books and stuff was how many like canned, highly processed goods we were throwing away. They're old, they're gross, like no. And then like to put that next to like all these books that were like low fat, healthy eating, blah blah blah, low calorie, blah blah blah, like all these cookbooks about like low fat, blah blah. I'm kind of starting to form like this lie that this gentleman had been sold, because he had been told by experts in the field at the time that eating foods that are like low calorie and low fat were gonna keep him looking fit. And he was also told that just buy these products and this job will be easy. That's just not how it works, you know? He purchased a lot of stuff that is really useful, but he also purchased like these highly processed foods and like quick fix things and like a ton of chemicals that were obvious like quick fix items like weed and brush killer. I'm like, you live in the forest, dude. You can't be doing that. And kind of one of the things that I'm exploring, which I don't know much about, but I had to think about. This gentleman is black, and he was living in a society, in a community that's predominantly white here. And I can imagine that it was very important for him to feel like he was able to present himself in a way that kept him safe. Like, and I'm not trying to say that there's like a bunch of racists here. I really don't think that, but and I know that I'm not going to be able to like have this conversation very well as like a white woman, but I can imagine that he had to do the best that he could, just like perform at peak performance to feel safe, to show that he was worthy of living this space, which is like ridiculous, right? Like everybody is worthy of welcoming home nature into their lives. And this is where I'm starting to like really breathe into that compassion. I think everybody's capable of making decisions that honor their health and honor their life and honor how they choose to exist in the world. And he did the best with the information that he was given. You know, he was given certain information that was misinformation, that was lies told by these major corporate companies that were quick fix problems and were, you know, do it once, all is good solutions that just doesn't exist, you know? And I feel for that. Like, I'm extremely grateful that at this point in this space where we're at right now, I know that the lifestyle that we're choosing, hard work, and it's a lifestyle, it's a show up every day, challenge yourself to coexist with nature. What does that actually mean? Challenge yourself to really think about what's serving you when you put it into your body. Challenge yourself to see the bigger picture, understand the repercussions of things that claim themselves as do it once and fix it. And at this point, that feels like the right choice. But I could be wrong, because he was sold something that, in my opinion, was super wrong and unethical to sell somebody. And I don't know. I wanted to pop on and say, you know, if you've been sold that lie in your life too, it's not too late to reassess that. It's not too late to decide if that's actually serving you or if it's serving somebody else's bottom line. We're all doing the best we can with what we have, what we're learning, what information we're given, what's available to us. Just give that compassion to yourself. Just allow yourself to truly know, like, dang, there's a lot of information out there. And it's not wrong to do the best you can with what you have. But you can also always change. That's the only constant that we have in our life. So, do the best you can with what you have, but I encourage you to challenge yourself to continue learning. I encourage you to challenge yourself, to challenge your beliefs. I encourage you to challenge yourself to reassess, so that 20 years down the line, you're looking at a situation and you're saying, I'm still healthy, I'm still well, I'm still coexisting on this planet with ease, because I chose to listen to those patterns instead of something that somebody was trying to sell me. Just start with where you are and just question, because we can all do better.